recording. There we go. Just wait for
Okay.
Mercer and Nabil.
Let me call them.
I know that they're online Discord. They're probably just joining now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, here's Mercer.
Yes, yes.
Hello guys, how are you going?
Good, thanks. Just waiting for Nabil.
Okay.
Here he is.
How the bill come?
Yep, here he is. And Nabil.
Hello.
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 How you going?
Yeah.
Okay, we're all here.
Yeah.
Alright, so first I'll just explain what Git's purpose is. And then I'll teach you how to use it. So Git is just like Google Drive and stuff like that. It's used to share the files among a team, and that's basically it. It keeps track of every single file's version. A common feature of it is to ignore certain files. So when you're working with an IDE like Visual Studio, you know how there's a lot of files that aren't actually files you made? The files made by the IDE to help it manage the code. In Git we usually ignore these files, which means they are not synced because they're not important. So for example, with Java, you compile the Java files into class files. We don't sync those class files because people can just compile the Java files themselves later. You can't see my screen, Kim? Can anyone else see my screen?
I can.
You can?
Yep, I can see it.
Oh, that's okay. I don't have a desktop open yet. I mean, I don't have a window open yet. There you go. How about that?
Yep, we can see that.
Okay, good. So we use GitHub to host our code. You can think of GitHub like a Google Drive. It's the website that hosts the code for us. We all make GitHub accounts and we all have access to the repository. So the repository is just like a project. It has all the code. It keeps track of all the commits and the contributors. And it has like a README for people to read, but no one's going to read our README because it's not a project we're making for everyone. We can see the files in the repository here. So there's a git ignore file, and that's the file that specifies which files to ignore. So, as I said before, the class files are ignored. They are not synced with Git, and a bunch of other files like jar files, war, zip, rar, and a bunch of folders that are also ignored. And this makes it easier to manage the code, because when you make changes, you have to push them and you have to review all your changes as well. So, and we can go into a folder here and view the files in the repository. But you don't edit the files on GitHub. What you do is you use GitKraken. So this keeps track of the files on your computer, and you can edit them and things, and sync them by using pushes and commits and pulls. So firstly, we should get all you guys set up with GitKraken. So I'll walk you through that, and if you guys have any problems, just ask and screen share, and we'll sort it out. So everyone, open up your GitKraken, and I assume you signed in with GitHub already. If you haven't done that, do that.
Yeah, I got the GitKraken account.
Yep. Did you sign in? Did you sign into GitKraken with your GitHub account?
Yep.
Yep. Cool. Has everyone got their GitKraken open? Is everybody ready to continue?
I just try to log in the system.
Sure. Are we ready now?
Yep, I finished.
Yep.
Yep, ready.
Okay, cool. So in GitKraken, you make a new tab, and you want to clone a repo, and repo is just short for repository.
Yep.
So do that. Click github.com, because that's where the repo is. And it will ask you, where do you want to store the repo? I recommend making a folder, so I've got a hard drive here, spare, and I've got a folder on that hard drive called GitKraken, and then all my repos are in there. So I recommend doing that. Make a directory like this, just a folder called GitKraken on your hard drive, and then select the repo from GitHub here. And then once you're done that, click clone the repo. And then you should end up with a screen like this.
Yep.
Yep, has everybody done that?
Sorry, could you repeat your action again?
Yep,
I missed
so
something maybe.
new tab,
Yes, new tab.
clone button over here.
Chrome, yes.
Yep. GitHub.com.
GitHub,
Yep.
yes.
And you should make a folder on your hard drive called GitKraken, so it's just easy to find.
Okay. Yes.
Yep. Select Climate Futures Data Portal, the repository.
Okay.
Yep.
How does that?
And then clone the repo.
Okay.
Okay. If anyone else is stuck, just pipe up and I'll help you.
Yep.
Okay. So then you should have a screen like this one.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, I get it.
Cool. Okay.
Yep.
So the basic way that Git works, and this is Git in general, not just GitKraken, is that you have a repository on the internet. So I'll make. Sorry, this is terrible. This is a cloud.
Yeah, no.
And this is the repo. Repo. And then you've got the repo on your computer as well. And the repo holds all the code. What you basically do is you clone it like we just did. Clone. And that makes a copy of it on your computer.
Yeah, I get it.
Yep. You make changes to it. So say you add classes or you change the code. First, you commit it. So commit. And that says I've made these changes. And if there's any conflicts, like someone else has made changes at the same time, you resolve those conflicts. So you basically say, oh, we'll keep this code and get rid of that changes. So that says I'm going to make these changes, and then once you've done a commit, you push the changes. And what that does is your changes move onto the online repo. And that becomes the new latest version. Then someone else who needs the latest version does a pull. So they pull the latest changes to their local machine, and then they can work on that latest version. And then if they change that latest version, they can commit again.
Okay, I know.
Yep,
so,
and push.
Yeah.
So that's the three basic operations.
Yeah, could you practical that process?
What do we
you
call
make
the
something
process?
Yes, do anything else for example, how to upload your file to cloud?
Yep, so I'll walk you through that now in GitKraken.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So I'll open the folder now. So see, this is my GitKraken folder, Climate Futures Data Portal, source. This is like the source files.
Yeah.
I'm just going to open this in Visual Studio Code because it's quick. So say for example, I'm working on this project and I want to change the index page title. So I change it to say, welcome to the Climate Futures Data Portal. and I save it, that's a change in the code. So GitKraken, if we
Yes.
go back to it, it sees
Yeah.
that I've edited one file.
Ah, yeah.
So these are the edited files. I can click it. The red line is a line that has been deleted,
Yes.
and the green line is one that has been added. We got rid of that line, and I know we only just changed a little bit of the line, but effectively Git sees it as a new line. Hopefully you guys can understand that concept.
So I want to try to renew, but in my screen didn't any change. How to renew the source file?
It might. Make sure you saved it, and then GitKraken just has to check it every now and then. It'll find the change soon. But we'll just wait a second before we do that. So I want to now. Let's say I want to save these changes and put them on the online repository. I stage the file, so that means I'm going to commit it.
Stage file.
And this is really important, guys. When you commit, you make a message about what you changed. And it's really important that your messages are descriptive, because if we go back, we need to find out what's been changed when. So I'm gonna. So you have a title, like quick summary, 72 characters, and then you can have a description, which is there's no limit to your description. So I'm just gonna say, change title on index page, and then in my description I'll say change title on index page from variable to welcome to. So we've got the files staged, and then we've written out a description, and we've tried to be as helpful as we can.
Like a comments of the word file.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
And you try and be descriptive. Yep. So then we commit. And so I've said what my changes are going to be by doing a commit, but I haven't uploaded the changes yet. That's when I do a push.
Push. Let me find. Push. Yes.
Yep.
Push.
And now my changes are on GitHub. So now you guys can do a pull. And then you will be on the latest version. So if you do a pull.
So I click pull now.
Yep.
I click the pull now.
Yep.
Okay. After that.
And if you open the index file, you should see the new changes.
Okay, so if I do a pull, I will have all the code in my PC?
Yep. Including the changes that I just did.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So try a pull now, Nabil, and see if you can see the new changes that I did.
Hey Joe, just one question.
Yep.
So how can we? So where can we find the file? From the GitKraken or the
did you put the code in the GitKraken folder?
Yes.
Yep. So it should just be in there.
So just go to the local folder.
Yep.
Of the folder we just set up.
Yep. And if you want a shortcut, I think you can right-click the folder, the file in GitKraken, and say show in folder.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So did everyone pull when they can see my latest changes?
Yeah, I see your change.
On your local file, so you can see that it says now. I've got a chat message from Kim. Great, cool. Pardon me. So now let's try and get each of you guys to make a change. So we'll start with Tony. If you want, just go open the index file in your editor of choice.
Yes. After that, I change that for my edit some title in second line.
Yep, maybe just say Tony was here or something like that.
Yes. After that, save it. And Uh,
Hey Joey.
Hey.
Yeah. How do you see all the files inside of the GitKraken application, like the directory of all the files?
Well, just go to where you chose to store the files when you cloned it.
All right. Yeah. So just in the folder inside of my computer, it won't show inside of the application, right?
What do you mean?
So all the files inside of this repository will only show inside of my folder of choice, but not inside of the application interface, right?
There might be a way to show all of them in the GitKraken, but I'm not sure.
okay.
If you want to view
I'll
all the
find it
files,
there,
just
so-
go in the File Explorer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I try to modify the index page.
Yep.
And, could you refresh your software to find the
Oh yes, I think I
see
see it.
Yeah.
So I did a pull,
Thank you.
and now I'll open this. Oh yeah. So now we
Yeah.
have Tony's new line. Tony is a handsome boy.
Yeah.
That's good. So
Yeah.
now we'll move on to Long.
Let's choose. Mm-hmm.
So Long,
Okay.
make sure before you do any changes that you pull the latest version.
Yep.
Yep, and
Sure.
make your changes and try and commit them and push them so that we can see them. Good job,
One
Tony.
thing is, Long, could you delete my my change? Maybe delete this my right hand line and change it to another things.
Sure.
Okay.
Or add as much as you want, or delete as much as you want.
Oh my god, that's
So
great.
it's not just restricted to one line. You can edit as much as you want of every file. You can add files, delete files. The
So
important thing is that you just note what you do.
so in my view, that is another kind of the online Word file. Everyone can modify it, and but the different things is we can know who is modifying it and what modify is.
Yep. So if I go to GitKraken now, I can see your commit here,
Yeah.
and I can see that you only modified one file, and I can see what your change was, is that you added a line.
Oh, I think that's useful.
Yeah, it is useful. So it's very useful for projects which have a lot of files. And
I push it now.
you pushed
so
it,
can you
so
see it?
I'll do a pull.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oops.
Oops.
nothing.
Did you commit before you did the push?
Think so.
Think so?
Yeah, cause it's like on the right button, right? It's the stage file and
Yeah,
change
did
to
you
commit.
stage the file and write a description?
Yep.
It's not showing up on GitHub. So do you want to share your screen and we'll try and figure out what you did wrong?
Okay, sure.
Cool.
Oops. Can you close your share screen first? Cause like.
Oh, yep. There we go.
Yep. Oops. That one. Yep.
Okay.
Wait.
So Long here. Yep,
Is
I see
that-
that. Okay, so
it's just
here at the green button at the top, you have to stage all changes.
Yep. So it's unclickable. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to stage
No.
the file.
Stage file.
Okay. Yeah. This one. Sure. Then this one.
Yeah. Yes.
And
Okay,
now
sure.
that it's committed, so you push it.
Push.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you close your screen share now, I'll try to open
Yeah, I
it.
got
Okay,
it.
sure. Oops.
Okay, I got it. You're here.
Yep.
No.
That box. And stop. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, good. So, yep, I can see it there, and I just pull it. I can see your changes here. You got rid of Tony's line and you added your own line.
Okay.
Alright, Kim's turn.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
Cool. Good job so far, guys.
Hey Joe.
Yeah.
There is a option named View All Files on the right side.
On the right side.
Down.
Down.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, and I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So that shows all the files, and this one is the only one that got edited in that commit. Yep.
Yep.
You guys might find also that the tree
files?
view is much more helpful than the path view.
Yep.
I see.
It organizes it into like a folder structure. More useful when you're editing more than one file.
Yeah, I just edited the file.
Yep.
Okay. Nothing.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I find it.
Yep, I see. You added a paragraph tag that says Kim underlong. Cool. Good stuff. Now Edward, have a turn.
Sorry, the question is, Joe.
Yep.
I find that the Kim is added some the Kim in here, but Kim maybe deleted another title. You know, you type the welcome to, but it didn't show who is deleted the title. You know. Yes,
Long
welcome
deleted
to
the title in his commit.
Yes, but didn't find the red block.
That's because it was deleted in another commit, not that one.
Maybe.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yep. Yeah. So in Long's commit,
yes,
he deleted the Tony line.
Yeah. Yes, that's okay. But welcome to the. Yes.
So Kim's only change was that.
Just scrolling down, you see it's on the power on his screen is still there. Yeah.
What?
Kim's only change was that he added a line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the different view just show what is different.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, it shows the difference. That's what diff means.
Okay. Who is next?
I think Edward's doing it now.
Edward.
Yeah, I'm done.
Cool. So I'll pull that. Yep, good stuff. So that was a good description. Was that you said that you added a new line in the body of select.jsp. So that's very descriptive and very useful. Good stuff. Okay, Merz's turn.
Hello guys.
How you going?
Yeah, my PC is a bit slow with the Visual Studio. Like I understand the concept. Like you guys can continue, and I'll sort these things out later on.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So shall we move to Nabil?
Joe, how you upgrade your
Hello. Yep.
Your identify to explain the meaning can.
What's that?
you know, I find our meeting is limited for 14 minutes, but now it's unlimited.
Oh,
So
the Zoom meeting?
how do you do that? Yes, meeting.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think every now and then it gives you an unlimited session, just as like a trial. I think. I didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
You didn't?
Okay. For the first few meetings, like 3 meetings, they will give you unlimited, and after that you have to pay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like 3 or 4, I don't actually remember the number, but after that you won't have to pay.
Okay.
For each person, yeah.
Anyway, that's a great thing.
Yeah. So Nabil, you can try and edit a file and commit it.
Yep. Wait a second.
All good. Take your time.
Thank you. You know, we should complete some summary like download page in week 8. But could you give us some templates or something like that to help us to make this page?
Can I give you a template to work on?
Yes, template, something like that.
I can try.
Or we can, based on your first or second page, to make our work based on your page is to understand what is framework or something like that.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
If just from zero is hard for us.
Yep. That's alright. I'll try and make a basic template for you.
Yes, thank you.
All good.
Just a framework. Just a frame is enough. We can build the detail and the words and the box and the button, something like that. Just a frame or window.
Sure.
Who will speak?
It was Kim. I don't know if it was intentional though.
Maybe find some bit.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I just found out something on my end.
Hey Joe.
Hi.
So what are we going to do if we faced with conflict when we commit some file?
Yep. So if there's a conflict, we have to discuss it in the Discord, and usually you just say, come in the Discord and just send a text message like, I've got a conflict here, which should we keep? Or maybe, if it's obvious, you can just choose which to keep.
Yep.
Yep.
So, do you mean the conflict is like two people work on the same file?
Yeah. So it's like
and
if two people edited the same file.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you have to choose which person's code to choose. What's up, Nabil?
Yeah. I'm stuck in this part here. I don't see the. Can you see my? Can you see my monitor?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So did you go clone a repo?
I'm trying to select the climate report, but
yes, clone. Second.
GitHub.com.
GitHub.com.
Yep.
And left. Choose your
but it doesn't show the climate report.
Yeah, you just choose your what place you want to save your file for our 305 what 01. Just create a new one is great, or
go to your C drive, Nabil.
C drive. Yep.
And make a new file folder called GitKraken.
Yep. Wait a second. Oh, sorry, it's a bit slow.
That's okay.
Yep, done.
And when you so go back into GitKraken, and you can keep showing us your screen if you like. Yep. So when you're in GitKraken, go to the C drive and select that GitKraken folder. Yep. So now click that Search Remotes button. And click the Climate Futures one. Yep, and now you click the clone button.
Yep.
Open now. Okay, there you go. So now you can change one of the files and commit and push it for us.
So should I change Edward's line?
Sure, if you want.
Yes, yes. Change something, anything. Great.
You have to click the edit button in the top left. Yep.
So I will do the.
I think you click that blue circle in the top right.
Blue circle.
In the top right.
Top right. Yep. Top right. Yep.
Save. Yep. So now click on your work in progress one at the top. Do you see it? Where it says WIP?
Yep.
Yep. I just clicked that line, not that box. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So click that. Yep. And you want to stage your file on the right. Yep, that's it. And now at the bottom, describe your changes. So don't have to be too descriptive.
For now, I wrote my name.
Yep.
So.
And then there should be a the green button. Yep.
Yep.
And so that's the commit, and now you do the push at the top.
Okay. So for when I press the push button, so it's like it's uploading in the GitKraken GitHub.
Yep. So it uploads your changes to GitHub.
Okay.
And now I will try. So I can see your commit, and I'll pull it. And yep, I can see that you changed your Edward's name to your name.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good job.
And then I put a description that I changed my name there.
Yep, I can see that there. Okay, good stuff. So I think now everyone's had a go on it, apart from Merza at the moment, but that's okay. You can try it later and ask me in Discord if you have any questions.
Okay.
So GitHub can get quite sorry, not GitHub, just Git can get quite complicated. this is a basic example, but here's one of my projects where someone else made a branch, and they worked on that branch, and then someone else branched that, and they merged the branch back, and then the branch merges back into the main branch. We want to avoid doing this because it just makes things complicated, and our project is pretty simple. We just want to make sure that our branch goes in a one straight line. And if we have branches like every now and then, that's okay. But we want to try and keep it to one straight line, like we have now. See how it's a straight line?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's our goal, is to do that. And a good way to do that is when you make a change, only change a specific part. So don't go and change a little bit of every file. Just change a certain thing, and then commit and push that. Then when you want to move on to the next file, change a certain thing, commit and push that. Do you understand?
Yep.
Yep. So don't go all over the project changing a couple lines everywhere, because that just makes things confusing.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think you guys will get the hang of it. So just specific parts at once, and communication, as always, helps a lot. So talk in Discord what needs doing. I'm going to change this. Is anyone else working on this part? Kind of thing like that. So,
question.
Oh, you got a question?
Yes. I find a lot of file in for now. How can I know what is our project? Maybe I want to review or see our project process.
Do you want to see the progress?
Yeah, like progress, or I can see a lot of file in our project in the directory, but could you show me that is now I see the project client feature data portal have two files. One is readme.md and another directory called src.
Yeah, src stands for source code.
Source code, yes. And a lot of file in the source directory, like index, header, footer, filter, something like that.
Yep, those are the files.
How can you run it?
Oh, how do you run it?
Yes, I just can see the coding.
Yeah.
But
you can run it, but it's a pain because you need to set up the server. Yeah. So have you done like 202 with like PHP?
I've done that, but in that times, I just run that coding in the server of the UTAS. But now we didn't have it, so I can see the actually program application.
Yeah.
So
you need to have a Java server to run the pages, like a PHP server. That's a small pain. Because in the first phase of development we won't be doing any backend, we can change these files to HTML instead.
Could I upload the files to UTAS server to see the
that's what we're doing with the Nectar Cloud server once we get it running up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But in this first agile phase, we can just change them to HTML, and then you can open them in Chrome, because we won't be doing any backend on those yet. So I'll do that for you later, and I'll teach. I'll let you know when I've done that. So now just direct your attention to GitHub. It says now we've done 9 commits, so we can open that up. And we can see all the commits that we did. The person that did it, when they did it, all that, and their comments and stuff. So just to let you know that this is still hosted on GitHub, it's not just a magical place where the code goes to live. And the source, we can view it here, index, long here, Kim. So yep, the files have been uploaded to GitHub. I heard someone say that they were worried about losing work, so they had already done some work and they didn't want to lose it because they put a lot of effort into it. I just wanted to make a quick note about that. Programming is 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So you do some things and then you have to go back and get rid of other things, and that's just the nature of programming in the real world. Maybe not when you're working on your uni assignments, you just program something and you leave it. But I just wanted to show, this is a project that I worked on for 3 months over the holidays. I did 27 commits and I added 11,000 lines, but I deleted 9,400. And over those 3 months, the project got a lot of improvement, but when you think about it, there was only about 3,000 lines added because so many got deleted. That's just the nature of programming. It's how it goes. So just remember that when you're developing, don't be afraid to delete things, delete old code, especially with Git, because with Git, every single version of a file is held on GitHub. So if you delete something and then you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, it's okay because GitHub has it still. So don't be afraid to delete your work, because like I said right here, programming is 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
So it will have a backup for everything you change.
Yep, so every single file, every single version of that file, it gets backed up on GitHub. Yep. So I can go into GitKraken right now, and I can check out this commit. And it's going to give me a little error there, but don't worry about that. And it takes me, oh, sorry, I've got it open in Visual Studio. So I just checked out the first commit ever, and it has nothing in it because we didn't add anything yet. Now if I discard this, all the files are back. And you can do that for every single commit. So if you're like, what did the code look like a month ago, and you want to see like the exact code, like so you just want to, it's like you time travel back a month ago to what the code was like then. You can do that with Git because it keeps track of everything.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, so don't, like I said, lots of things get deleted, but that's okay. Even if you delete them and you realize you shouldn't have, you can get them back with Git. That can be a little bit confusing though, so if you need help with that, just ask me.
I will.
Yeah. And like with everything, lots of communication is good as well. And that should be it. So I know some of you guys are doing some technical development already.
No,
I think Edward
I'm not.
No?
Yep.
Yeah, you're doing some coding. Just move that onto the Git repository.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
And remember, change things, parts of it at a time, not bits of everything. And I'll keep an eye on it and make sure we're using good practices. And I think that's it for today. So unless anyone has any other questions. No questions?
Not at the moment.
Okay, good.
No.
That means you
Thank you.
understand it
Thank you
completely.
about that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you do get any questions, always on always on Discord. Just hit me up on there,
Yep.
and I'll try and help
Just
you with anything.
one thing I want to make sure is if someone is upload something, just let me know. I can learn from your coding.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, enough.
Okay. End of meeting.
Yeah.
So I've recorded all this. I'll just upload it right now, and
yes, it's very useful. Maybe
yep,
I
if
was
anyone
forget something.
any questions, no matter how small, just message me on Discord.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Drew.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.